Hi, I had a request to look into some natural makeup brands. The two that were requested I'd never actually heard of, and I don't really, I'm not really into mineral makeup as a sort of, I don't really care what I put on my face, the sort of thing. I know it's meant to be better for you and all that sort of thing, but personally to me it's all just about the colours. So I do have some mineral makeup and some small indie makeup, so this is just going to be a sort of like a little very brief review of all the companies I've tried, which are sort of indie or mineral makeups. I haven't tried any mineral makeup by sort of big brands like Bare Minerals. I can't. Is there one called Bare Essentials? I'm not sure. There are lots of bigger makeup brands, and I always forget what they're called because I've never tried them. I haven't even tried mineral foundation or anything yet, because often the big ones that you can test out, they're still too dark for my skin, but some of these little indie companies that I'm going to be talking about have got some mineral foundations that come in a huge range of colours, including one that I'm sure will find a match for my skin, so I'm going to actually try those soon when I'm off my no-buy. But first this is just going to be a sort of quick roundup. So the first brand I'm going to talk to you about is Aromaleigh. Now this is my bag of Aromaleigh stash. Aromaleigh are kind of like a giant indie makeup thing. They've been around for about 12 years and they sell basically anything you want, mineral makeup. Foundations, concealers, lipsticks, eyeshadows, blushes, primers, finishing powders, like special overnight treatments, so all this stuff. And with the eyeshadows they've got hundreds and hundreds of colours. Now these are all their, I only have samples of, these are some of their mineral eyeshadows, so you can see the colours of these, absolutely beautiful. Look at that one, stunning. But they also sell, which I have more of, a kind of collection called Sonic Rocks, and these are, they're made with minerals, but they're not entirely minerals. They needed some syntheticness to get the depth of colour. So you can get really bright, like this Helter Skelter, which is bright, bright red, Ozone, which is a lovely turquoise. You can get some neons, look at this neon pink. This is Teenage Kicks. Absolutely beautiful. Now I'm not going to swatch any of these for you because on my blog I've swatched all of the rocks, and coming up I'm going to have swatched all of the other collections. But basically it's for the normal mineral eyeshadows, I think they're something like $8 for a whole jar, which is this size. This is a 5-gram jar, so you probably get, it says you get 1.2 grams of product, which is quite good. And it comes with a sifter, and this one's escaped, but before I'd sort of, the sifter has a seal on it, and before I'd open that I picked up the sifters to have a look, and they're absolutely packed tight to the brim, so you're getting like, there's no emptiness in this pot. And those, I think, sorry, yes, the mineral ones are $8. The rock shadows were about $6, but they're currently on sale, 35% off, so can't work out how much that is, but cheaper than that, probably about $4 if I'm right. And you can get samples. I can't remember how much they are, but your sample will come like this. And I mean, it doesn't look like much, but if you think about how little makeup you need to use, if you've ever used a loose eyeshadow you'll know. So you can't see, can you see this? The sort of the bottom bit. So you do actually get quite a lot. This is definitely going to last you a load of applications, so definitely enough worth getting, because you'll be able to wear it lots and make up your mind whether or not you want a full pot, and if there's under $1 or something, so you're not wasting a lot of money if you don't like it. These, I've only ever tried their eyeshadows so far. I do have another haul coming with some face products, some blushes, and some kind of finishing powders and a bronzer, so I'll let you know how I get on with those. But as for now, the eyeshadows are amazing quality, and They've got tons of finishes, they've got matte ones, they've got shimmer, they've got glitter, and in basically any colour you could imagine. I mean, these are just the tip of the iceberg. Absolutely beautiful, go on really creamy and well. I have had a slight problem. 2 of the jars I've got hadn't been blended perfectly. There were some little chunks, but that was 2 out of, what, 50 or 60 colours altogether. So, personally I don't think that's a problem. I think the lip products are about $5. A full foundation is something like $15, which might sound a bit, but you get like a big jar of it, like that big or something. So they're really good brand to have a look at. Right, I'm going to move on from Aromaleigh. Let's have a look. Okay, next I'm going to talk about Spell, who I wasn't actually that keen on, I must admit, but I'm sure a lot of people. Spell sell foundations, eyeshadows, blushes, and lip glosses. Now, I only tried the lip glosses myself because they don't sell samples of their eyeshadows or any of their powder products, and usually I like to try a sample first, just, you know, so I know whether or not I like it, because when it's an internet company, obviously you can only see on the screen. So I don't want to shell out for a whole pot when I might end up not liking it. But with lip products you very rarely get samples. In some cases you do, and I'll be talking about those, but it's quite rare. So I decided to get some. Now, I got, okay, I don't have all of them here, but I bought these lip glosses from Spell. They had, at the time, these actually have all been discontinued, the ones I'm about to talk about, but they had 2 kinds. One was called an obvious gloss, which was just meant to be a gloss, and the other was called, I don't know how to pronounce it, Bassière, or Bassiera, something like that, which is meant to be a lip creme, or cream, but it's spelled creme, in the middle between a gloss and a lipstick. Something just shuddered there, it's really funny. Whew, made me jump. Sorry, where was I? Yes, a lip cream. The obvious glosses I didn't like. In fact, there weren't any I wanted to keep. They were just all so sheer, and the product description wasn't very good in my opinion. There was one called Groupie Glam, which I don't have here. Hopefully, there are swatches on my blog, so I'll link to that. I'll link to it, sorry, and you can have a look yourself. Groupie Glam was meant, it said it was like a duochrome lipstick, it was meant to change colours, but in fact it was sort of, it was very pretty, but it was like a MAC Dazzle Glass. It just had a different colour glitter in it instead of actually being sort of colour changing. And the others were just very, very sheer. And just not what I was looking for at all. And then with the Bassières, there's one I really like, which is this one, Lilac Blossom. But basically, I got 3 of these too. I got Caliente, Lilac Blossom, and Prom Date. Now Prom Date, actually, I'll swatch it for you, because this actually is the consistency I was expecting them all to be. Sort of liquid lipstick there, as you can see, sort of thick and opaque. But I don't like the colour. So, I mean, basically I'm selling